again, everyone, men, women, children, elderly, youth, and everyone in between. Welcome to the wrap-up. Dan, it's been 60 weeks of pure bliss sitting right here next to you. And here we are, 60 weeks later, living the dream.
Yep. Funny thing is, too, Tigers are still in the same position as they were when we started 60 weeks ago.
It's weird. That's bad.
Yeah,
they are
not
currently
good.
28-28. All right. 3 games out of first place in the American League Central. The worst division in baseball. 4th place. But, I mean, luckily the division is so bad that they're only 3 games out at 500. Minnesota's the only team that doesn't have a chance to win this division.
Yeah.
What's your take? Just fill me in. Enlighten me.
My take is, what's there to hope for? I mean,
Nothing.
should they take first and they make it to the post? It's what do we got to look forward to? We know what this team has to offer.
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. So what's there to be excited? Nothing. It's just I feel like there's a lack of leadership. I think that's the big.
You don't say.
Yeah. Whether it's on field or in the dugout or whatever, it's frustrating.
Well, here's the problem that I see. I see Brad Ausmus as the manager of the Detroit Tigers. Still, they've been calling for his head for 2 years now? I've never liked him since the hire. I would have loved to see Terry Francona, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. At least make a run at Joe Madden, first place Chicago Cubs, 33-15. Okay, what are we gonna do? But Ausmus, I feel like, wants the respect as like a boy. Like, I'm boys with the team. I'm their friend. Jim Leyland was not their friend. And I don't think the players liked Jim Leyland. But did they respect him? Absolutely. They didn't. They were not friends.
I almost feared him.
Exactly. And like any good coach. Look at Scotty Bowman. The players hated him, but they loved playing for him because he got the best out of his players. Brad Ausmus is so lackadaisical. When something goes wrong, it's just, all right, go to the bullpen again. Mark Lowe just blew another. He just in to the studio. Mark Lowe just gave up another home run. Wow. That's incredible. I don't even think there's a game. Oh. Yeah, there's not a game, but he gave up another home run. Weird. So, I mean, there's just, when is enough with Brad Ausmus? I just don't understand.
Yeah, and it's an easy fix. Like you said, I'd love to have Terry Francona. I think he'd be terrific here.
Well, he's gone. He's off the market.
Yeah, obviously.
He's coaching the first place Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Who would have thought Cleveland, the mistake by the lake, could do anything good? They're in first. Early in the year, obviously, but hey, look out.
What about Ozzie?
I love Ozzie.
I think that
He's crazy.
I think that would be the perfect oil and water, opposition for.
The team needs him, and he needs the team. He needs to get his name back. He was fired from the Miami Marlins. That's not the way you want to go out of baseball. He was great when he coached or managed the White Sox, and they had great rivalries with the Tigers back in the mid-2000s, 05 till about 09. He was great, very animated, gets a lot out of his players. He sticks up for his players. He runs on the field. He'll kick dirt on an umpire.
Definitely speaks his mind, for sure.
I mean, ever since the blow-up Ausmus had when he ripped off his shirt, I mean, what else has there been? Yeah. There's been a whole lot of nothing. It's gone back to lackadaisia. Gene Lamont stepping in. Hey, Gene, who's on the mound today? Oh, okay, Verlander, great. It's like the dude doesn't. He's a mute.
Yes.
I mean, they got to make a change.
Yeah.
They just swept the White Sox. They're in second place. Who cares? The White Sox have lost 17 of their last 22 games. Mm-hmm. Ever since their great start, they've been a disaster area. I mean, look at their lineup. Who do they have? Jose Abreu? Who else? Name me someone.
Right.
Adam Eaton.
Bob, yeah.
You just said Bob Boucher.
I was just going to say Bob Jones. Nobody knows.
Too soon, folks. Come on.
Oh, come on.
But,
man.
I mean, they got a bunch of jamokes in their lineup, and I don't get how beat the White Sox, baby. Here we go.
Back on track. Here we go.
Let's go. Toronto is going to come in and just mop the floor with this team. Yeah. Joey Bats is going to get off. Former Tiger prospect Devin Travis getting weird. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
They got Fireball Fulmer on the hill Monday. Near no-hitter his last outing against a minor league team, pretty much, in the Anaheim Angels with no Albert Pujols. That lineup is not good. Do I think Fulmer's kind of making himself known as an ace of this team? Maybe. he's pitching the best of anybody right now, and it's good to see because when you give up David Price and you give up Yoenis Cespedes and you give up Joakim Soria, you're expecting these high-touted first-round picks, top prospects, and Fulmer's proving to be just that.
Right.
He was the number 1 rated prospect in the Tigers organization from Baseball America and ESPN, and he's come in and he's been an excellent number 3 starter. He might even be a number 2 starter. And hell, make him a number 1. I don't care. He's pitching better than Verlander. Right now he's pitching better than Zimmerman. Put him in there. Insert him number 1. He goes against Toronto Monday, and he's been the must-watch pitcher. If you get tickets to a game and you look, you go, who do I want to go see pitch? I think that guy's now Michael Fulmer. He's exciting.
Yep. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's shown terrific promise. As long as he can keep this going, that's terrific. Yeah, I feel like he's the man. He's the guy that like you were saying, Nick. This is who we come to see. It's not Justin Verlander anymore. Even JV's feeling like a tertiary pitcher right now. So what can you do? You just need these guys to start showing up, and you need them to close games also. And unfortunately, we're not seeing that. JV had a terrific outing last week, and what did we end up losing to? But unfortunately, that's what happens, and we got to take care of this right away.
We do, and the struggle is Mark Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
He was this $3 million setup man that they get. He pitched great for the Dodgers and great elsewhere. He was good, and he pitched great in the month of April, and ever since, it's been a dumpster fire. No short of it either. And the fire department, hello? Oh, phone's been disconnected. They're not answering any calls. And weird, it's the city of Detroit.
Yep, ironic.
Their emergency system must not work there. Shooting, we'll get to it in about a couple hours. House fire, let it burn. Tigers, let them burn too, because that's what it looks like is happening. Justin Upton, he's making a great living doing nothing.
It's good to be Justin Upton right now, isn't
Sunday,
it?
he went 2 for 5 with a couple RBIs. He's back, baby. 217, let go. No, he's a joke as well. Great signing. Good signing, Avila. It's bad when Friday night Alex Avila steps to the dish and rips a double off of your ace pitcher, Jordan Zimmerman. How do you feel? He pointed up at his dad and he goes, oh, okay. I almost
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
I almost said something I wasn't allowed to say. I just kind of lost my train of thought for a minute. Because that's what Avila did.
He did.
In his mind, I'm sure he's like, yeah, what? Rough West Coast trip, though, last week. Real rough. They went 2-5, and that was with a win the last day of that. And Yep. 7 games, 2-5. They wanted to go 5-2. When it starts with a sweep, it's not going to be pretty after that. Shane Green, though, back into the rotation after the blister. He missed a month and a half of action. Pitched good in his 1 inning back against the White Sox Saturday evening. Shut down, 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts and a pop out. He's going to take over for Anibal Sanchez in that rotation. Anibal, obviously, after his rough outing Tuesday night, has been demoted to the bullpen and was it too little too late for that whole situation.
Yeah, yes it was. And, the Tigers really don't have terrific luck with being on the West Coast, and I think that sort of gets in their head going into it. So for them to struggle as much as they did, last week, it's really no surprise. It really takes a toll on them, especially when you're playing as many games as, professional baseball players play. That'll do that. And I think you and I were talking about possibly off air last week about how we didn't expect them to actually perform anyways. I mean, you can hope, but that only gets you so far. So, it wasn't a real big surprise. So, in my eyes, what can you do? Just try and right this and get this train back on track. It's unfortunate.
Anibal Sanchez, I believe it was 11 starts to this point in the season, and it has been a struggle. He only had 3 wins, and I think he had less than that quality starts, which is 6+ innings, 3 earned runs or less. And he didn't have any of that. And, when you look at this rotation, you see Mike Pelfrey still in the starting rotation, Anibal Sanchez not, and you scratch your head. Mike Pelfrey's last 5 starts, he's had 3 quality starts, finally got his first win on Saturday. Sunday. No, Saturday. No, Sunday. I'll just toss it up. It was Saturday. He went up against Chris Sale, and you think, Sale versus Pelfrey, all right. Chalk up a loss. Well, guess what? Pelfrey pitched good. Another quality start for him. And the bullpen was able to slam the door, even with Mark Lowe making it a little shaky there, giving up a couple runs. And they hold on to win that one. Good for Mike Pelfrey. He's really started to find his stuff. He's hitting his spots, and he's going deep into games. And his ERA has been down just to a shade over 4. Him and Verlander are sporting pretty much similar ERAs. And it's funny, you'd never guess, because Verlander's been so dominant since he's been back. Pelfrey just kind of gets tossed under the rug, and I think he's been pitching better than JV of late.
Yeah, and well, that's what you get. You get the marketing value of JV. Of course, you're always going to hear about him first. He's sort of established himself here. But that is huge to see that Pelfrey's actually pulling things out. But whatever you can do to get it going. It looks like those two will be starting Friday and Saturday against the Yankees, and in New York, I believe.
Prime time, baby.
So yeah, that should be good. We should make up for the last outing we had with them. We'll see.
That makeup game Thursday you talk about, they drop one 5-4, but they load the bases in the 9th inning and don't cash in. Let's talk about
story.
Nick Castellanos has just diminished.
Yeah.
From leading the majors in hitting just 3 short weeks ago to now being just a shade over 300. He's down to 308 on the year. Is he showing his true form, or is he going to get back to about a healthy 320?
I really want to say I want to be optimistic about this and say he's going to get back at a 320. He did perform and show his, what he's capable of doing, and that's huge. I mean, especially with a support guy like that. We definitely need him to fire back up. It's after a long West Coast trip, and just like I've said earlier, it's these repetitive games. It takes a lot out of him. It wouldn't surprise me if he were to show up and get that 320 goal back again.
I mean, I'd be happy if he was able to just hit over 290 in a full season. That would be quite a step up from what he's done in his career history. Victor Martinez, though, red hot. He's had multiple hits in his last 5 games in a row. He's now hitting 353, good for tops in the American League. He's even at the age of 36, he's still raking.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, and we have to capitalize on what we were talking about earlier. We have to capitalize on leaving these men on base. I mean, this is it's so frustrating. And it's just the same story time after time with the Tigers, is how many men they've left on base. That was going on, and I was waiting for it. But time after time, they're leaving batters on base. But that's, I think, one of the more frustrating things. So
not listening to you right now.
I don't blame you.
Beat my mind. Tigers, roar.
Yeah.
We'll roar a little more right after this.
There's a reason to be swept up in the season of the falling leaves. And if the days grew shorter and the darkness drew its order from the autumn gray, I'd rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead. But weary eyes a bit too slow and deep. Rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead, to worry about the emptiness that comes.
Welcome back to the studio, Dan. You caught some breaking news in the break.
Yeah, we do have some breaking news out of the UFC world. Brock Lesnar is actually scheduled to return at UFC 200. That makes the second former WWF performer to try and attempt.
Perform? I thought it's real.
It's entertainment. Oh, it's real, but
okay.
it's entertainment, we should say.
Good,
So,
good.
that marks the second one within 2 years. He's going to be back.
Who's the first?
His performance name, entertainer name is CM Punk. His real name, I don't know. But we yet to hear from him.
Perform. It's real.
Yeah, you can perform. But yeah, that should be huge. He has been gone for a while, and he's looking good. He was just on ESPN trying to hype up the fight, sell some more tickets and some more pay-per-views. He's still a beast, and he looks like he's ready to go. It should be a terrific match for anyone who's a fan of the UFC.
Would you take him?
No, this guy would. No, I don't think 30 of myself.
One for each year that you've been on this planet, right?
There we go. Yeah.
30.
Young.
30 years youth. Youthfulness.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
The French Open was this weekend.
Yes, it was.
How about talking some tennis action? Tennis. Novak Djokovic with the win. Defeats Murray. And does that shock you at all? Djokovic is the man, the myth, and he will soon be the legend.
Yeah,
It's either him or Federer, and lately it's been Djokovic. It's been the handing down of the torch, if you will, and he takes it on the red clay.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah, I mean, those are the two huge names, and, you know, without sounding cliche, it is a tennis match between both of them going back and winning titles. So congratulations to him.
There was a lot of kind of controversy that the French Open was not broadcast on a major network until the final day, and that kind of got tennis fans, I know the few and far between, the tennis fans quite upset. A couple called into our show and asked us to cover tennis this week. I told them you should find a different show to watch. But, no, I didn't say that. I waited till I hung up and then said that. But, no, I said, yeah, you're right. You bring a great point. So there, we mentioned it on the show. Moving on. Detroit Grand Prix, right at Belle Isle. Vroom, vroom, baby, let go. Sebastien Bourdais, French last name, wins. Juan Pablo Montoya, third. Elio Castroneves, fifth. That was in Saturday's action, and obviously that's the big race, the Saturday one. Dylan Larkin, the Grand Marshal. Gentlemen, start your engines. Sounding like a little kid out there. Well, he is. So that was hype. A lot of people there, but there was a lot of speculation about how the track would be, and a lot of drivers complained it was quite bumpy.
Yeah. Oh, big surprise. Michigan Road's bumpy, even in a professional setting of race car or racing.
Yeah.
You know, that's. I think not only was it bumpy, but you know these drivers are just bouncing all around the states. They're actually heading next. They're heading.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yes, I do.
Laguna Beach? Was that what that was from?
I think it was.
Yeah, Laguna Beach, LC.
I don't know who
Yeah.
sang that song. It's on the tip of my tongue.
We'll get to it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually on the Texas. So you know whether these cars are performing at top peak, you know, with the different types of surfaces. You know, it's no surprise that the roads are beaten up. Even when they were driving downtown, it was always a complaint. But you know, what can you do? A true driver can adapt to his environment.
I'll tell you what you can do. Take the Grand Prix out of Detroit.
Oh.
You know, I mean, sure, it's a fun event. People could get hurt. People did get hurt due to the track. Take it away. I know I'm probably the only person here, but why not stir the pot if you can? That's my forte, my Matt forte. Stir the pot. I'm going to do it. Folks, if you're angry, next week, I'd love to bring you on the show, and we'll yell at each other on TV, live. Moving on. Unless you had anything to say?
That's it.
Good. NHL, hockey, baby. Beep, boop, beep, boop, dun, 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 dun. Yep, Pittsburgh leads San Jose. Don't know what those songs were. I just rattled it off. They lead the series.
Was that from Laguna Beach too?
It might, two. The second Laguna Beach
second
2,
season.
the sequel. Pittsburgh defeats San Jose in game 1 and 2. Obviously, 2 being in overtime. Shiri with the nip. Game 3 back in San Jose. Pretty much a must-win for the Sharks if they want to have a prayer. And folks, did they? Joel Ward unleashing the clap. Beasy from inside the point. Matt Murray definitely should have had that one to tie the game at 2. Game goes overtime. Jonas Donskoy, double O, Jonas with an O, Jonas, whatever it is. Donskoy literally had about a puck to put in. Well, no, obviously. But like the area of open
Puck
space
surface area,
was and he put it there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't write this stuff right here. You can't write it. I did anyways. But they needed that, and he stepped up big. He's been good all playoffs long, and definitely emerging as one of their go-to guys with Thomas Hertel out, still day-to-day, and Hertel's a sniper. Donskoy stepping up, pulling the trigger, into the net. San Jose back in the series. Do they have a chance?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, you know, I like going back to this '97 Wings team a lot when we're looking at
What about Jordan 96, 97? Whoa. Okay, sorry.
a Drake reference for anyone out there who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Into the 6, you know?
There you go.
Toronto.
But you know, when you have rookie forwards like Jonas showing up and winning with an overtime goal, that's huge, and you need that. And I think that really built some momentum, and hopefully they could take it in. These games haven't been been blowouts. I mean, it's not like the NBA, yeah. And they're both showing up. They're both beating the crap out of each other, which is, for a hockey fan, that's incredible to see. That's what we've been asking for. Bettman, take note. So, to see this was terrific. Yeah, if you're very happy if you're a hockey fan. You're not too happy right now if you're a San Jose fan or just anyone who doesn't like Pittsburgh. But what can you do? It's not over yet.
I don't like Pittsburgh.
I'm right there with you.
I don't like them.
And yeah, it's not over yet. Good for him. He's an overnight superstar, not only in San Jose but also from his native country of Finland. So congratulations to him.
The
and
Finns.
If they
Him
can
and
beat this
Teemu
Pens team, that would be
Pukkanen.
huge.
I mean, I think the majority of the United States is pulling for him. And, well, Canada maybe not. They love Sid the Kid, the crybaby. I love what Joe Thornton did to him. Did you see that? When he punched his helmet right off his head and cross-checked him in the back. And the announcers are praising Crosby. Oh, he's not retaliating there.
Shows
That's
great character.
That's great, Doc and Enzo. He's not. Just shut up, Pierre.
Thanks,
A
Pierre.
puck needs to just go in between the benches, and I'll let you decide what happens next. Because
Choose your own adventure with that ending, right?
I'm not gonna. Yep. Okay. So let's say the Sharks lose Game 4 and go down 3-1. Do they have a chance?
The optimist in me says that you always got a chance. It all just depends, but I really don't think so. I really don't think so. It's just I'm not. If you know what, if there's one team that could come back from that, it would be San Jose.
It would be the Red Wings, Dan, but San Jose can work.
Yeah, I don't know about the Wings right now.
Whoa! Moving on.
Whoa.
Bounce and squeak. Don't turn the channels, folks. It's basketball. This is a great game. A great time to be alive. Golden State up 2-0 in two what I would call blowouts over Cleveland and LeBron.
Yeah.
Is Cleveland done?
Yeah. Let's go to Game 1 real quick. Your two-star players
You got a
of
plane?
Golden State.
In a time machine?
Yeah, I got a DeLorean. It's parked out back.
I would like to say I don't get the reference, but being next to you on set for so long, I get it because you forced it down this esophagus. Back to the
Forced.
future, folks.
They know. It's the young
They
kids
know,
that
they
don't know that
know,
shit.
they know.
It's another Drake reference?
Drizzy. Continue. Young Moolah.
So, yeah, Golden State's two stars aren't showing up. I think they had a combined 15 points. And when you're a team like Cleveland, who has a lot of talent on that team also, whether Irving, LeBron, Love, what have you.
Love concussion protocol day to day.
Yes. Yeah, he's getting dizzy. He's got but you got to take advantage of that. And that was an easy game to steal. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull the trigger. And the Golden State went away with it. And then, we know what happened in Game 2.
33-point shellacking the Warriors put down on Cleveland. Obviously, home court is huge in the NBA, but I agree. I think Cleveland's done. As much as I despise the Golden State Warriors because of the bandwagons, because of all these Steph Curry fans that come out of who knows where who'd you root for last year? Oh, man, Steph.
So are these the same fans that were Heat fans, a couple years ago?
Yeah, when LeBron went there. Now they hate LeBron. Oh, man, he's a traitor up in the AMA. He's a traitor. No. I mean, I could go off on these people for so long. I really could. And that brings me to the question, who is cockier? Is it LeBron? Or is it Steph Curry?
Oh, well, LeBron,
Because
I feel
they're
like
both arrogant. And you can't even say, Steph's not arrogant, he's just good. No, he's good.
he's charismatic.
No.
No.
When he gets 15 points and he's pounding his chest saying, I'm back,
Yeah.
no, you're not.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see LeBron eating a nice slice of humble pie after
So who's cockier, Dan?
Oh, right now it's definitely LeBron. Yeah. Yeah. He's just Steph Curry's a little animated. But there
Animated,
there
I
is
know
definitely
nothing about that.
yeah, but you can be. You just had one of the most lopsided wins in NBA Finals history. You could go up there and slap the ref on the back saying good game and do whatever you want.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't like that, but
No, it's NBA. It's Steph, you could.
Yeah, yeah.
If
You
it was
can,
like
with the ball in your
KCP
hand
or something,
during gameplay.
Get expelled
Yeah.
from the league.
Expelled.
It's like school. They wouldn't know what that's about.
But yeah, it
basketball.
was huge for Draymond Green. Hit it. Terrific game. Game 2.
Stepped up. It was overdue for him to step up.
Mm-hmm.
He had really been playing bad since the midway through the OKC series. Good for them to have him step up. Bad for someone who despises Draymond and the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson lost a lot of respect for him for some off the court issues that he went through last year. No respect for Gonzo there at all.
Yeah, but going into these finals, one of the local sports personalities posed the question: who has more to lose losing these finals?
LeBron,
Is it
100%.
Yeah.
LeBron, the window is closing for Cleveland. They have these great talents, and obviously Irving and Love, and obviously LeBron James, and J.R. Smith's, old too. So their window is closing. LeBron is not the player he was 5-10 years ago, obviously, but he's still one of the league's elite. But he's decreasing. Kevin Love, how good is he going to be from the next couple of years? Kyrie is their future right now, and I think their window is closing unless they go and make a big splash and maybe move a guy like LeBron, which obviously they're not going to do. They fired their head coach for his boy Tyronn Lue, who to me is a puppet. But anyways, I mean, they're going to have to move a big piece if they're going to want to stay in it, and Kevin Love might be the piece that goes. However, they have more to lose. Golden State's got more of a core that's going to be there for a long time.
Yeah. And just that, I figured with that, they're not a flash in the pan, and that was huge for them to show the world with their performances in these finals. You're absolutely right. As far as LeBron, he does have a lot more to lose, and he also, where's the old LeBron gone? Was it because he had the support system like he did in Miami, and the full cooperation of the coach and the team? Because it's really not working. I mean, it's working. Don't get me wrong. He's a terrific player right now. He had almost had a triple-double in the game one.
Almost, Dan.
But
horseshoes and hand grenades.
There we go.
Dan, it's been a pleasure. 60 straight weeks.
Absolutely.
Like sitting right here. Dan, brilliant. Golden State, if you're watching and I connect here, I'm available. You better have a nice signing bonus, though. Danny Myers, Nikki B. Peace.
Kobe!
That was brutal.